screen share with you guys and get this party started. Okay. Let's see. Present, please. Awesome. Okay. Thumbs up. We good? See this, baby? Please. All right. Solid. Okay. So super excited to talk to you guys. This is just a reminder, if you are not like a coach with us yet, I'm going to kind of give you some action stuff to do at the end of the call. So just kind of like soak it all in. If you are a new baby coach, like hopefully this helps a lot for you. And if you're like wondering about coaching, hopefully this answers a bunch of questions for you guys too. So it's kind of like an informational new coach call / like, let's get this party started, like coach call. So I'm going to be talking about 3 things: storytelling, starting right, like with your business, and then social media. Okay. So first things first, storytelling. With coaching, this is like my absolute favorite part of Beachbody and of like being a coach in general, is because yes, I'm a Beachbody coach. No, I do not share Beachbody stories. I share my own story. I talk about myself. And so it's funny because sometimes people are like, I know you're like fitness and you do these workouts, but like, what are you? What do you actually do? And they know my story. Like, we're best friends. They'll message me and be like, hey girl, like, I see your pictures are different. Did you move? Or like, hey girl, like, where's your other dog? Or like, how's Remy doing? Like, how's your couch doing? Is he still eating everything? Like, people know my life because I'm like storytelling and sharing that with them. People relate to my story. People join up with me because of pieces of my story that they relate to, not because I'm a Beachbody coach. So the cool thing is, you're a Beachbody coach. Awesome. You have all of these tools. You have the company, you have workouts, you have products, you have online accountability, you have everything. But guess what? You are not just a Beachbody coach. My name is Megan Geese. It is not Megan Geese Beachbody Coach. So want to help you with this first part, because this is my favorite part, storytelling. So what I kind of want you to do, and you don't obviously need to do it right now, but just kind of like mental note in your brain. I want you to actually sit down and write out your story. I want you to get deep. I want you to go from where you were before you started Beachbody, what you struggled with, what you went through, what sets you apart from everyone else, maybe what you're going through right now, maybe obstacles you've overcome to get here. And then like once you join with Beachbody, like how your story transitioned and kind of where you are now. So some of your stories are going to look, actually, all of your stories are going to look completely different, and that's awesome. If you haven't started Beachbody yet, you have this amazing beginning story. If you just started, you have a fresh new story. And if you have been with us for a while, you guys, like, you have this incredible timeline to share with people. So really sharing and getting into that storytelling. And then what I want you to do is not just write like, my name is Megan Geese, I'm from Northwest Iowa, I'm married, I have 2 dogs, I struggled with weight loss, and now I'm a coach. Like, get deep, like sit down, write it out, get deep. What sets me apart from each and every one of you? Yes, we're all Beachbody coaches, but again, it doesn't label us. Like, you're your own person. So how can you tell your story? How can you share your journey and impact other people? How can they like read it and be like, this piece related to me? Or, damn girl, you went through this. This inspires me to do X, Y, Z. Or maybe it's just like reading your story and you're like, my best friend is just like you. That's how they like make that connection. And then just remember too, what did you need to hear to be on this call, to be a coach, to want to coach, to have the idea to coach? What did you need to hear to actually like make that action? And so I'm going to share with you just like a quick storytelling of mine, just to kind of give you an example. So, this is not deep, by the way, because otherwise I'd be here forever. So basically I started fitness first. I was putting myself first. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get into shape. My depression took over my life. I slept for 16 plus hours a day. My anxiety had me through the roof. That like teaching, something I absolutely loved, was something that like almost made me sick to my stomach. My thyroid was awful. Like, I didn't take care of my body. I was eating so much junk food just because it wasn't something that hurt my stomach. And obviously I ended up gaining like 40 plus pounds. And so I needed fitness. I needed the workouts first. I needed the support. I'm such a team player. I played sports my entire life. I needed that team atmosphere. So I started with fitness first. Obviously, I was a teacher when I began, and I felt like I was stuck in that norm. I felt like I was stuck in this tiny little box. Like, you have to be a teacher, and a sports coach. You can't step outside of your comfort zone, or you have to use your education you got. Basically I was like, F that. I want to be my own boss. I want to help and inspire and empower other people outside of my classroom walls. And that's really where I'm at right now. So that's totally surface of my story. But basically mine was depression, anxiety. My thyroid kicked my butt. I needed fitness first. I found a tribe that I absolutely loved. I fell in love with helping other people, being super passionate. And then now I created it into my full-time career. Okay, so that's kind of like my timeline before Beachbody, where I am with Beachbody, and where I'm at now. So obviously my story is like way deeper than that, but just kind of to give you an example. Okay, all right. Next thing is I need to go back. Why is my computer like jumping on me? Hold on. We skipped getting started right, and that's super important. Okay. All right, starting right. So this is something that coaches don't do. A lot of them get so excited about coaching. A lot of them get so excited about helping other people that they just like freeze up and don't do anything. So think about this for an example. You are planning your wedding. You're planning a graduation. You're planning a birthday party. You have so many things to do. What's the first thing that you do? You create a list, right? I need to go get this. I need to go do this. And then the next day I need to do this and this and this. You start from a list, and that's really the exact same way you're going to start as a coach. You're going to have a list of things that you're like, what's most important to me to do right now and to do tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So thinking about it, like the first 30 minutes you sign up, the first 30 days you sign up, and like the first 30 months or whatever you want to think about it. So as a coach, the first thing I always tell people is fitness comes first. So you have to pick a program. You have to pick a program from day 1 to day 100, 21, 30, 60, 90, whatever program you choose that's best for you. You have to start a fitness program, share it with people, walk through them, like go through the journey with them, share your transformation, share your results, like all of that. So fitness comes first. Okay. Next thing is personal development. This is something that I had no idea of. However, I did it every day for teaching. I just didn't really know that it applied to coaching. And basically it's just listening to or reading some sort of like filling up your cup book, if that makes sense. So there's tons of books out there, and I'm going to cover them in just a second of just like some of my favorites, but just thinking about filling up your cup. Like you have to fill up your gas tank before you can like go anywhere. And if you're a mom, like, if you're crabby, like everyone else is like, crap, mom's crabby. Or if you're in a bad mood, everyone's like, oh God, don't talk to mom. Like she's mad. Or if you're super happy, like your whole house is like, ramped up, ready to go. My mom is like the exact same way. If my mom wasn't happy, I was like, crap, like this sucks, like trying to make my mom happy. So just understand it's okay to take care of you first. And then obviously, like once you do fitness, once you do your personal development, you start sharing your journey, the real, the raw, like I struggle with this workout, or man, those freaking muffins are phenomenal, but I'm only going to have one instead of eating all 7 of them at one time, or whatever it is, just sharing your actual journey along the way. And understanding as coaches, we're not perfect, but we strive for progression. And so, no, you don't have to be a size 2. No, you don't have to like have a 6-pack ab. Like, no, you don't have to eat salads all day, every day, like living your life. Fourth thing that we're going to do is have you, oh my God, I see a puppy. Sorry, squirrel brain. A fourth thing we're going to have you do is invite to your party, AKA your boot camp, AKA team calls, AKA like coaching opportunity, like inviting to this party instead of thinking it as like, oh, I have to randomly create people and message them. No, that's not what we're doing. We invite people to a freaking party. Like it's a life party. Either it's fitness or it's coaching. Okay. And then obviously the last thing is consistency, understanding that with coaching and with this opportunity, consistency is key. And what you do today is going to pay off 3 to 6 months from now in your business and in your fitness. So yes, I'm on day 15 of my fitness journey and I have a nice transformation thus far. However, in like 100 days, I'm going to look friggin' bomb.com because it takes time for your body to adjust and change just as it does your business. Okay. So getting started right. This is kind of like my example. I picked Morning Meltdown 100. I'm on day 15. I've shared every single day since then with people. I've talked to them about my meal planning. I've talked to them about going to a wedding. I talked to them about my transformation. I've shared the workouts, how I felt, how they made me feel, how I got my ass handed to me, how I feel stronger, like all of this stuff. So I picked Morning Meltdown 100. I've been listening to, or I'm going to like finish listening to You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. She's a phenomenal book writer, and I have Audible because I have, like, I'm pretty sure I have ADD. I cannot read a book. Like, I have to listen to something and like be doing something else. Maybe that's ADHD. Either one. I probably have both. I have such a squirrel brain, so I love listening to Audible or podcasts or, whatever floats your boat. They used to have like book talks. I don't know if I should say that. That probably dates me, but, or read a book. Okay. Fill up your cup. I end up sharing my story and my journey and getting real and raw with people on my Instagram stories, on my Instagram page, on my Facebook page, on Snapchat. Like I share everywhere. And so no, I'm not airing dirty laundry. No, I'm not giving people all the information about my life. Like, people don't need to like know everything about me. No, I'm not, being perfect and like trying to be perfect. No, I'm like sharing my life. Like, I'm literally just sharing that I'm a normal freaking human being and I want to help people. I invite to my party every single day, 10 to 30 people a day, because I'm so in love with what I actually do. So how do I invite these people? Where do I get them from? People who watch my Instagram stories, people who create me on Snapchat, people who like and comment on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever it is. Like, those are the people I invite to my party. And when I talk about inviting to my party, it's like my coaching opportunity, the coach sneak peek, or like my boot camp that I have going on. And the way I invite people is the exact same way I'd invite you to a party. Hey, Katie, I was just thinking about you today. I have a party happening on Saturday night from 9 to whenever. If you want to bring drinks and bring a couple of friends, like, come and hang out with me. It's at my house or whatever. Like, super normal, having a conversation with her. I know she wants to come over to my house because we're best friends. So it's kind of the same thing. Think of your posting. Let's just say that Jamie likes one of my pictures. Hey, Jamie girl, I saw that you were like following my story. I saw that you were following my journey, or however you want to word it. I just wanted to reach out and just see if you had any interest in joining up with my boot camp next month. If not, totally fine. Just figured I would put it out there. And the one thing that I have learned is when you have a conversation with somebody and you actually just genuinely invite them to your party, like, I've had more people say yes than being super weird and like finding 20 people on Facebook and be like, hey girl, I'm running a boot camp. Want to join? Like, I hate that. Don't do that. Invite people to your party who want to come already. They just want you to invite them. And don't be afraid to invite to the party, because the one thing that I absolutely freaking hate is when my friends have a party and they don't invite me. Like, even if I always am notorious for saying no, like, still invite me so I can say no. Like, don't just not invite me, because then I feel like left out, So I always invite people, and that's how I think about it. If they're liking, commenting, creeping, they get an invite to the party. And then basically consistency, you guys. I work my business Monday through Sunday, but I'm my boss. I set my own hours. I work when I want to. I post on social media what I want, where I want, when I want. Like, you're your own boss. You can make this what you want, and that's freaking phenomenal. And that's why a lot of our coaches are super successful. Okay. Third thing is social media. This is something I was deathly afraid of to start. Like, my coach was like, hey girl, like, start, sharing your journey on social media. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You want me to like post, like share a picture of me? Like, I literally never posted on social media because I was like, no thanks. Like, I was always that stupid person who used Facebook as like Twitter, basically. Like, I'd have like 2 sentences. Like, what are you thinking about? What are you doing right now? Like, that kind of thing. And if it was a picture, it was like a holiday photo. It was never like, look at me, I'm cool. So when my coach was like, hey, start posting, I was like, yeah, cool, not going to happen. But what I found was when I started sharing my journey, that's where I got to connect with people. That was the fastest way for me to connect with other people. And like, y'all, nobody would be on this call right now if I did not start posting on social media. So like, just think about that for a second. But, you know, just thinking about sharing on social media, and I always tell my coaches this, as if you go to Target and you buy the cutest freaking shirt for $10 and you get it in every single freaking color, and you go home and you wear them and someone asks where you got the shirt, you say, I got it from Target. It was $10. I got the black one, but girl, I got red, yellow, orange, and green because I love it. Go get you one. It's the same thing I do on social media, except for instead of clothes, which I guess sometimes I still talk about that, it's more fitness, more feeling comfortable in your own skin, more of my journey, my storytelling. And then they say, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are these workouts? Like, okay, fine. Seriously, just talk to me now. Like, I'm ready now, you know, that kind of thing. So social media should be fun. And so I want to kind of help to show how to have fun. So some things that I've learned along the way, and if you want a really good laugh, go to my Facebook, click on photos, scroll for days, check out my coaching photos and my pictures from like 2015, 2016. Beth, don't even do it. No, but seriously, if you want a good laugh, like go to my social media like 4 years ago and like laugh your ass off. It's awful. I had the worst posting ever, like with the wording everywhere, with like, you could barely see my face. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was awful. So please, please, please don't feel like you have to be like a perfectionist, because hello, it's totally fine. But this is what I've learned along the way. And so I had to fail first, but I'm failing forward, and that's how I'm sharing this with you. So with your pictures, bright pictures, okay? So take it in front of a window, take it by a light, like have the sun facing you, have a clear picture. So try not to like use like motion or whatever it is, or have your kid take the picture for you. Try to take it yourself. Maybe set a timer on your phone and then like get yourself set up so you're ready to go. Make sure it's like a crisp photo. And what I mean by that is just make sure that like when I'm scrolling my feed, I'm going to see your picture and I'm like, damn, what is this? Doesn't have to be fitness, doesn't have to be beach body vomit, doesn't have to be whatever it is. Like you don't have to be a photographer. It's just bright, clear, and crisp photos make people stop, and then they start to read about you. I bought a ring light. I don't know if you can see it. It's over right there. It's like a ring light. Anyway, got it from Amazon. So there's like tons of them. You can get them to like sit on your phone, whatever it is, or just take a bunch of pictures when it's bright outside. Like literally what I do. Using different angles. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you want to head over to my Instagram page, tons of different angles. It's at Mega Change Today. I take like up, I take away, I take up close, I do side-by-sides, I do like fitness photos, like just tons of different angles. And if you're like, girl, I have no idea how to do that, all I do is go to Pinterest and I type in like boss babe photo session, and there's tons of like pictures, and I just recreate those. Like that's how cool I am. A lot of you ask about consistency in my photos and like why they always like look the same color wise or whatever it is. I use a mobile preset from Etsy, and that's actually like Etsy.com. And that's how I get that consistency look. That's how I get the same color scheme, because I use a preset. And they have presets from like 70 cents to like $700. So there's like thousands of presets out there. They just have to be mobile preset. And then if that's something you want to do and use, just reach out to your coach. She's more than willing to help you. And I obviously already did a video. So if you need it, I'll just send you a link and it'll show you how to do it. Posting. So sometimes my posts are short and funny. Sometimes they're like a joke. Sometimes it's like a quote. Sometimes it's like a song. Sometimes it's a little bit longer because I'm talking how I actually talk to people. And so for some reason, I'm from Northwest Iowa, but I'm probably the one person that says y'all every single day, like if not a million times. I say girl, I say, oh my gosh, like all that. I just talk like that. That's just how I talk. Okay, so when you read my story, when you read my posts, I hope you can hear me talking. So like if, let's just say Beth goes and, well, Beth's like my unicorn sister. Let me find a different. Where's Karina? Is she on here? Okay, if Karina, there she is. If Karina copied and pasted my wording on her picture, people would be like, who the hell are you? Like, who is this weirdo? And then like, if I used hers, they would be like, you actually like make sense for once. You actually sound like proper for once. Like, they just know how you sound. Instagram stories, share you guys. Like, you don't have to be all dolled up. Like, I literally went live before I put my magnetic lashes on, and then I went live after I put them on, and I was like, guess what? It took me 2 hot minutes like to put these things on, and now I look like thebomb.com. And I share that with them because I'm not perfect. I talk to them about my meal planning, but I have like muffins sitting on the counter, and guess what? I'm gonna eat them. You know, like I'm a human freaking being, and I like to share that with people. And then what's super awesome is there's this thing called copy and paste. And like, I post on Instagram, I copy and I paste it to Facebook, and then I copy and paste it to my fitness page. Like, boom, mind blown. That's literally what I do. It's so easy. Okay, here's some just different examples. This is an example of a longer post, okay? So this was this weekend. I woke up and I was gonna have Aaron take a bunch of pictures of me, but he like super sucked at like angles. So I just set it up on the table. Like, you can tell the table is in the picture. Looking away, I don't know what I'm doing, just looking like a weirdo. But my stuff is spaced out, like where I'm having like different conversations. I use capitalize words a lot to kind of give that like extra punch. There's also an app. It's like a font app. It's literally just F-O-N-T. It's an app. And then you can get like different fonts, and that's what like some of the girls use and I use sometimes. But here's just an example. Every morning I wake up, the light hits my eyes, and I'm reminded that today, to live out my life to the fullest, be me 110%, and give 0 F's. There's a kid on here. That's just me. That's how I wake up, okay? So then I talk to them. Here's the story. I try to wake up that way every day, feeling empowered that I felt through my veins 3 years ago. I put them in my seat. So it's still so clear. I sat in the 4th row, left side of the room, next to one of my best friends, as I listened to stories of 2 best friends who are now retired teachers because of this health and fitness opportunity. So now like everybody's brain is like, okay, 4th row, left side of the room, sitting in the chair next to my best friend. So I'm putting them in my actual situation. I looked over at my girl and I said, this is going to be us someday. Little did I know that less than 24 months, my BFF would retire herself within the business, and I would follow suit. We really didn't plan it. We both loved teaching, but we felt a bigger sense of purpose to serve in a different way. And then like, it kind of goes on and just like shares about how I was a teacher and now I'm a health and fitness coach and I'm doing what I love. And hey, come hang out with us. We're doing a coach sneak peek. So I put them in my shoes, and then I'm like, seriously though, come hang out with me. And then I like give them a link or something. Here's another example. This is like a side-by-side. So this is a different transformation. This is actually a coaching one. The one on the left was when I first started coaching, after I lost 40 pounds. I look freaking phenomenal. And then now I like gained a little bit of weight back, but it's okay. It's still me. But anyway, so I used a quote: when you doubt your power, you give your doubt power. Because when I first started, I did not think I would be a good coach. I literally, like, if I would have listened to myself, I wanted to quit 3 months into the business because my best friend had quit coaching with me. And I was like, well, if she quit, I can't freaking get a stranger to coach with me, you know? And like, my husband was kind of like not on board yet. And so I doubted myself so much, even though I look freaking bomb.com, you guys. Like, I lost 40 pounds and like, or 30 plus pounds. And like, I literally was in the best shape of my life at 25 or whatever, playing sports my entire life, and I still doubted myself. And then I said, luckily, this coaching opportunity has challenged me along the way to be the badass I am today. And so like, yeah, I don't give a fuck if people don't like me. Like, I scrunch my nose, I make weird expressions, like I'm myself and I don't care. And so the difference between the two, you guys, doesn't always have to be weight in inches. It could be confidence. It could be power. It could be, you know, like silencing your self-doubt and all that stuff. And then I invite them to our coach sneak peek. So just how I share with them. And a lot of the times, like objections that y'all gave me or other people give me, that's what I post about. So maybe somebody was like, oh, I can't be a coach yet because I'm not at my goal weight. Well, hello, like I've even gained like 5-10 pounds since I started, like when I was in really good shape, and I'm still a successful coach. So like weight has nothing to do with it. And then last one, this is me being stupid because this is what I do every day. So maybe I'm the only one. And then people are like, well, what the hell is she talking about now? I'm not a huge party going. Oh God, I just talked about this. I'm not a huge party going person, but if I didn't get invited and have the option to not go, I'm like, what the heck? So I get pissed off when people don't invite me to a party, like give me the option to say no. Like I get so butthurt. I just didn't, like my friend was like, oh, I just didn't think you wanted to go. I'm like, well, what the hell? Let me decide that. And so instead of having people be like, why didn't you invite me to your coach sneak peek? Why didn't you ask them about the opportunity? That kind of thing. I invited them for free information is what we do as coaches. So this is another coach invite basically publicly, and it's me. So, okay. This is the last thing. So I have a 48-hour challenge for you. So first of all, number one, if you have not joined as a discount coach, you are still like on the fence on this like weird little fence thing that people like make up. If you're still on the fence, get off the fence and join up with us. So make sure you're signed up as a discount coach with your coach, and then just like message her and be like, hey, am I active? Like, am I ready to go? Say yes to you. Like, say yes to this opportunity, to fitness first, to personal development, to inviting people to this party, to freaking kicking ass and like having fun with your life. The second part of your challenge. So most of you are already done with number one. So woohoo. Yeah. Number two, what I want you to do is step outside of your comfort zone. And some of you have already done this. So like phenomenal. But if you have not yet done it today, you're going to do it today because I am going to do it with you. Second thing I want you to do is post on your social media page. If you want Instagram, if you want Facebook, I don't care, but guess what? You're going to copy and paste on both. So pick one and get started. I want you to share some sort of small piece of your journey, something. Do not say, my name's Megan Geese. I'm a Beachbody coach. I have boot camp kicking off on Monday. If you want to join up with me, drop me a link, girl. But do not do that. Share a story about you. Talk about your journey. Share something about this coaching opportunity. Maybe you take a picture and you're like, I just got off a call with this girl and she is freaking weird, but I'm so excited to be on her team. And talk about the coaching opportunity, whatever it is. You can talk about our boot camp. We have one kicking off on the 26th. You can talk about, I don't know, the coach sneak peek. If you want to invite them to that, you can just do something small. I'm super pumped about this journey. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share with you and just leave people at that. Whatever it is, get up some sort of post today just to get people like, what is she doing now? Third thing I want you to do, which may not be able to do tonight, might have to do it like obviously in the next 48 hours. Once you start to post, the cool thing is you have lots of dirt friends, people who would buy dirt from you. You're going to invite them to your party. So we have a boot camp kicking off on the 26th. You're going to invite your dirt friends to this party. So a lot of those dirt friends are going to come from your posts. They're going to like and comment, or maybe your Instagram stories. You're going to invite them. Okay. Or you're going to say like, here's a list of 25 girls that like, if I was going to go to an NSYNC concert, I would call them right now. Like those are your dirt friends. They can go to anything, do anything with you. So what you're going to do in the next 48 hours is anyone who likes, comments on your pictures, your Instagram stories, whatever it is, or maybe they're your dirt friends, you're going to reach out to them. Here's just a sample invite of what I send. Hey, Susie, girl, I'm so pumped for my first ever monthly fitness challenge. I thought of you right away. No one else I'd rather do this with. Would you be up for deets? Like, that's how I talk. If it's not how you talk, like, don't use it, reword it, whatever. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to post about like doing this call and talking about coaching. Anybody who likes it, anyone who comments on it, people who are watching my stories, I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to say, you know, hey, Katie, thanks for watching my stories tonight. I'm so excited for these new coaches kicking off with us for the month of August. Have you ever considered doing what I do? And send that to her. Okay. Like that's how you invite people. It's just how you talk to them. Again, a lot of you have already done number 1, number 2, and number 3, which is phenomenal, but 48-hour challenge, I want you to repeat, like we're going to repeat this. So here's the fourth part of your 48-hour challenge. From today, which it's already 9 o'clock on Monday night, to Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, whatever, p.m. Central Time, I want you to bust your ass and go find 3 dirt friends, 3 people who want to do this with you, okay? So they're going to sign up the exact same way that 99.9% of you did as a discount coach. And that means they're either working the business like you are, or they're just saving a crap ton of money. So either way, they're super awesome. And so you're just basically going to get them joined up with you the exact same way you got started. And the cool thing is, since you're a discount coach, and once you check off number 1, you have 3 promo codes in your email address, like in your email, that you can send to them for $10 off. If you haven't gotten it yet, you probably haven't signed as a discount coach, or it's coming. Like it literally is like the next couple of days. And so I can help you with that. Like I have extra ones. So 3 promo codes, they're $10 off. The packs are already 20 off, so it's technically $30 off. And that actually moves you from where you're at right now as a new baby coach to the first rank in the business, which is called Emerald, which is having 2 people underneath of you. Okay, so if you just joined up with us and you're a brand new baby coach, the Coach Jumpstart is going to answer all your questions that you have right now, like what the hell are you talking about, what's Emerald, what's signing somebody up as a discount coach. All of that is going to be answered in the 7-day Coach Jumpstart. If you're interested in coaching and you're like, I'm ready to do this, like I'm ready to go all in, just reach out to your coach. They'll help you get started, and then you'll go through 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you already have been posting and messaging people, like I know Jamie's on the call. So like Jamie, she's done number 1. She's signed up as a discount coach. She posts on social media. She's inviting people. And so now her challenge is number 4, and she's working on it right now. She's working on finding her 3 people to join up with her by Wednesday. Okay, so it's kind of like a 48-hour challenge. So that being said, that's all I have for you. Okay, so I did record this. I will share the recording with you guys. I will share the slides with you guys if you want them as well. That being said,